What up, YouTube? It's your boy Jay, and I am back with another YouTube video. Before I get started, if you're new to my channel, can you please like and subscribe? If you're not new to my channel, can you still please like and share? I really appreciate it. It kind of helps the channel to grow. Okay, before I get started and telling you guys what I'm going to do going forward the next couple of days, I want to tell you what I've been thinking about for like the last couple of days. And what I've been thinking about is how I'm going to present my channel going forward. And first off, my channel still is for me to kind of hold myself accountable and fast properly and make sure I'm working out and make sure I'm doing things to help my journey of weight loss improve. But I actually want to use this channel as well for someone who, let's just say they know nothing about fasting. Let's say they want to learn fasting and they come across my channel. I want to help them the best I can. And if for whatever reason, me giving out my advice and my stories don't help, and if they're turned off by something in my video, I still want to be able to give them something by when the time they click off the video and say, well, I didn't really like Jay, but his video actually led me to another person. That's kind of what I want to do. I want my channel to be the channel that either, hey, I'm helping you out, or I'm not helping you out, but I'm helping you with somebody else. I just feel like I want to help people get to fast, understand fasting, learn fasting fast, but I always know it's not going to be because of me. Okay, and I've been thinking about this because I've thought about how I myself came across intermittent fasting. And I've heard about fasting as far as religion, but I never heard about fasting as far as weight loss and the benefits of fasting. And when I heard about this was about 2013, 2012, somewhere in that range, when I first came across intermittent fasting. And back then, it wasn't as big as it is now. Like, I remember there's very few intermittent fasting channels. And one of the channels that I watched wasn't even an intermittent fasting channel. It was a YouTuber that I watched something completely different, and he actually talked about fasting. And I'll go ahead and just tell the story where I used to watch Tyrone Magnus. And Tyrone Magnus still does YouTube videos today. He's pretty big on YouTube. Most people, I'm pretty sure, me saying his name, you know who he is. But if you don't, I will put his name and his YouTube channel in my description. And I'm saying, I think the channel is Tyrone Magnus, but I'll put it in the description, and you can go look at the stuff for yourself. But for me, back in 2012, never heard of intermittent fasting. He was the first one to talk about it. And when I remember, I basically watched his channel to watch him do, he used to have this segment on Mondays called, what was it called? WWE Real Time. I can't remember the exact name, but it's basically him watching wrestling right at that right time, like from 9 to 11 or wherever the time was. And he would real time reactions or something like that. And I'll say it off top, yeah, I used to watch wrestling as well. So I would watch his channel. And eventually he had started talking about intermittent fasting. And I can't remember if he started talking about intermittent fasting and then the Hodgetwins started talking about intermittent fasting, or vice versa. But I know I was watching Tyrone Magnus talk about intermittent fasting, and eventually the Hodgetwins, he introduced me to the Hodgetwins as far as the YouTube channel, not, person to person, because I've never met these guys. They're probably amazing dudes, but I never met them. So I remember, even with Tyrone Magnus today, his content isn't about fasting. It's not even about fitness. It's more about reactions and current events. But I've seen him after this do a couple of 20+ day fasts. I think his longest is probably 25 days, give or take. I've seen him do juice fast, and I've seen him do water fast. And I remember seeing him do fast and thinking to myself, he doesn't look sick. And he's probably a couple days in. And I'm like, well, he's not dead either. So he must be doing something right. So from Tyrone Magnus to the Hodgetwins, they were like the first people I seen talk about intermittent fasting and going to the gym and working out, and how eating a 16-8 schedule made their working out go 2 or 3 times better than it was. And same thing, when I seen them get results, it was like, man, you could see it in their face. They look like the same, but you can tell they lost weight and they still have the chisel look. So that was kind of like, man, this intermittent fasting thing may be something to keep in, just to keep an eye out for. And same thing with the Hodgetwins, by the way. I know their content isn't, well, they got a couple of YouTube channels, and their content probably isn't what it used to be, as far as fitness and fasting and all that. But I'll try to figure out how to put their stuff in the description as well. I remember watching their stuff, and one of the YouTube channels that they had was Twin Muscle Workout. And plus, I'm not a gym guy, but I wanted to learn how to do some things in the gym, and that was the channel that I watched. I'm like, okay, I watched them, and then they started talking about fasting. Then they started another channel called the Fasting Twins, which I know they don't have anymore. I believe it's called Hodge Twin Vlogs now. But if you go and look at some of the old videos, the oldest videos, they still talk about fasting. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, if you go to, like I said, I'll put those channels in the description. And if you go look at the older videos and then look at that, you'll see what I'm talking about. And that was at the time, around that 2012, 2013, no one really was doing intermittent fasting channels like that. And I remember more people saying how, oh, don't do this because you're gonna make yourself sick. It's a starvation diet. Don't do it. And I think I almost said, for me, I know there's probably more channels, but those are the first 2 channels that I saw. So that's kind of what made me now think about what I'm trying to do. And I may not have the answers or say it right or something, but I know there are a bunch of people who are doing phenomenal videos talking about fasting. And I just want people to fast. So it's kind of where I see my channel going. And yeah, I think also as well, now, since I've kind of got back into fasting and I'm trying to do this the right way and learn, I'm actually looking towards more and more YouTube videos. I think I've watched a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of YouTube content creators, and it's so many of them. That's why I wanted to do a video talking about my favorites, but it's so many, it's kind of hard to start in one spot. Let me just go back to around 2012, 13. I ended up losing like 50 pounds. And of course, like anything you do as far as weight loss, I kind of stopped watching the channels. I kind of stayed away from YouTube, and I pretty much gained all that weight back. So about 2017 is when I started fasting again. And I was about 360 pounds, and I started fasting, and I kind of got back down to about 290. I sit around 290, as low as 280, but about around 300, 290. And when I came back seeing all these YouTube channels in 2017, it was so many more fasting channels, so many more people talking about fasting. And that actually made me feel good. It really was like, man, this might be something that if people are getting onto it, it might be something to help a lot of people out. And I just want to help people going forward with fasting and tell my story. And I also want to shout out one more channel currently that I'm watching. I'll again put her information in the description. I think she's doing a hell of a job. Her YouTube channel is Mom Fasting, and she talks about alternate day fasting, and she does a really good job of it. If you can, again, go check her channel out, like and subscribe, give her a thumbs up. She's doing a great job. And once again, it's so many. I want to name everybody that I've watched, but I don't know if I can do that even on YouTube and have those YouTubers get mad at me because I said their names. And I don't want them to think that I'm doing it just because I'm trying to get clout. I just genuinely appreciate what they do. And I don't know. I hope it works out. I hope people will, if I say their names, they don't even got to respond to me. It would be nice if they did. They can just go about their business. But I want to make sure people who are watching me know that, hey, there's a lot of good channels out there. Let me go look instead of just stopping at me. I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. I don't know. I don't know if that's even to help my channel grow. But if my channel doesn't grow, but fasting becomes a thing, intermittent fasting to prolonged fasting and anything else of that becomes big, I would like to be a part of that. Just want to see how people get better in health, and myself included. And I think I'm going to leave it there as far as what I'm going to try to do on my channel. Last thing, I think starting tomorrow, I'm going to get back into the gym because I have had a kind of a time trying to get this YouTube thing the way I want it, so I kind of stayed away from the gym. I'm not where I want to be YouTube, but I need to get back to the gym. I need to get back to making sure I'm doing keto the way I want. I want to make sure that I'm holding myself accountable, and I probably will weigh myself tomorrow or the day after, just because it's almost a week and I haven't. And that was the reason why I did this. I want to make sure that I'm doing what I need to do. So look out for my video tomorrow. I should post definitely. I thought about this, and I'm probably going to continue to post every day if I can, unless there's something wrong, just because I want to keep the track of what I'm doing. There may be shorter videos again, and every once in a while I'll stick a longer one in there. But I think that's what I'm going to do going forward, is continue to put something on video daily. If it's me just maybe making a meal, I think I'm going to put something on YouTube daily. Well, that's all I got. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.